right. So they had the ESPYs last night for the 13th straight year. I didn't watch any of it. But I was told Caleb Williams, USC quarterback, won something called Best Male College Athlete. And I was reading a story this morning about Daniel Jeremiah. He's a scout, former multiple team scout, smart guy. And he was talking about how he doesn't remind him of Patrick Mahomes. He reminds him of Josh Allen. Now, I think he plays a much more composed game. He reminds me much more of Mahomes, so I disagree with the scout. I thought Josh Allen was wild, out of control in college, early in the NFL. Caleb Williams is never out of control. Mahomes, by the way, people view him as wild. He's never out of control. Josh Allen sometimes is. Bad decisions, red zone. For a variety of reasons, I don't see the comp with Josh Allen nearly as much, and some of it's just emotional. I do see the Mahomes comp. But it is interesting because only 3 times since I've been doing this, I was not doing sports talk radio or television in the John Elway era. 2012 with Andrew Luck, 2021 with Trevor Lawrence, and 2024 with Caleb Williams. The only 3 times, not Peyton Manning, the only 3 times I believe that a college quarterback going into his last year is better than 75% of the NFL. 3 guys. And they weren't perfect. Andrew Luck, I can remember talking to scouts who said he doesn't avoid contact. He's going to get hurt. He bangs into people. He holds the ball too long. He thinks he can make a play. Wasn't perfect. Trevor Lawrence, people thought the ball dipped his delivery. He could sail the ball from time to time. And Caleb Williams, you wish he was 1.5 inches taller. Sometimes he kind of runs backwards, making a play, but he'll get coached out of that. He does it less and less. It feels like at the end of the year, he didn't do it nearly as much as he did at the beginning of the year. Probably won't be an issue. They're not perfect. And it's very, very rare. But they have something that I think is important in that they have this incredible confidence, but it's never narcissism, it's never conceited, and it's never arrogance. That was the problem with Johnny Manziel. That was the problem with Cam. That was the problem with Baker. That they were confident, but it became conceit or arrogance, maybe both. It was obnoxious at times. And that's really important as a pro quarterback because you're the coach on the field. We all know that. But leadership is one of those things that's hard to define. And you know it when you talk to it. And all 3, Luck and Trevor Lawrence and Caleb Williams, I was lucky enough to talk to them early in their careers. The last time I saw Caleb Williams, he walked up to me and said, "I'm not nearly as good as you say I am." Ever get that with Baker? Johnny Manziel? No. All 3, Luck, Trevor, Caleb, willing to take risks. That's a big thing. They're not deterred by interceptions. They don't, not that they don't care, but they never lose confidence on an interception. But I wouldn't classify any of them as reckless. Andrew Luck wasn't reckless. He was running for his life behind a terrible O-line with no receivers. 12 years, 3 quarterbacks that fall into this. Now, I love Sam Darnold, but he wasn't a generational talent. I knew a lot of GMs that liked him, but he wasn't generational. He had a flawed delivery. He was a linebacker at one point in high school. He wasn't a natural, fluid quarterback. He was just a great kid, a gamer, physical, could move around. I missed. I thought he was going to hit. I missed. Became very apparent year 2, year 3, just a flawed delivery. Joe Burrow was not. Joe Burrow junior year looked like a college quarterback. Joe Burrow had a great last year, had to transfer. There's a lot of guys out there. Justin Herbert, a lot of critics. People thought he was too mechanical. It wasn't until the Rose Bowl that the Chargers finally decided he's the guy. They still like Tua a lot. But it's very, very rare that you get somebody that going into their last year of college is better than 75% of the NFL. That's generational. That's different. Great kid. He's got the confidence without the narcissism. And I would say with Luck, Trevor Lawrence, and I've met Caleb Williams' dad, I would say in all 3, the key to it, parents. To be really confident without the conceit, generally really good parents. All this stuff starts at home. Outside of Nick Wright, I'm about as pro LeBron as anybody could be. And outside of the decision, I don't think LeBron's had a lot of cringy moments. And by the way, politicians, star athletes, musicians, there's a lot of hubris. There's a lot of entitlement. We see it with our politicians. So there's going to be some cringy moments. You're selling you all the time. Add on the social media stuff. I get it. It's not the end of the world. I did think, though, the decision, it didn't bother me, but it bothered a lot of people, so my sensibility could be wrong. Kind of over the top. Lucky for us. Standing ovation, playing to the crowd, I get it. But, I understand it's a star-driven league. I get it. But how about we make something cool in 2024 and beyond? An occasional moment of humility by a pro athlete. That would be great. By the way, I think that's why I like Jokic and Giannis. I think it's why I like them. They're about the team and the community. It's okay. I know they won't get the ratings or sell the shoes of others, but it's kind of nice, right? It's why I like college sports still. They're kids. The coach can actually coach. Everybody's not fearing their job, and they're really grateful to be part of something local, a community. It's special. Tom Brady, I thought, did it right. Remember, at the end, it got weird. His wife wanted him to retire. He didn't want to retire. There was the Miami Dolphin thing. It got real wanky at the end. Kobe had one great performance at the end. Jeter last at bat at Yankee Stadium. Wasn't it a walk-off single? Some elegance to it. Classic Jeter. Seinfeld, one last big episode. Then he moved on to other stuff. I like LeBron. I'm pro LeBron. How lucky are we? A little cringy. He shouldn't retire, by the way. He's still great in moments and spurts and occasionally great for overall games. He wants to play with his son. That's pretty cool. But how lucky are we? There's a lot of good players in this league. One of them just swept you. The Lakers could be lucky, speaking of that, to beat the Nuggets in a series the next 2 to 3 years, because it's highly unlikely. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.